I got to give credit to them, and I think, man, they really deserve the praise of this elite coaching staff that they have, man. And now they got the #1 seed. They get to rest a little bit, and this is needed because it makes the path so much easier to actually get to the Super Bowl. Obviously, we know the Lions have a clear shot at getting to the Super Bowl, but just know if that defense gets healthy, then we're looking at it. It's almost certain that this team gets to the Super Bowl because, man, right now, you look at the amount of games you got to play at home and on the road when you have that #1 seed, and it's a major difference. Your #1 seed, you got 2 home games, and then you go to the Super Bowl, versus where if you're a #5 seed, you're on the road for 3 games, and then you got to go play in the Super Bowl. So you don't ever see that home field advantage, and that's a huge deal. Anybody who tells me, oh, it's easier to win road games 3 straight than winning 2 home games, oh yeah, you're a joke. Stop it. You must not watch the game. We must be talking about a different game rather than the NFL. So I think about that. And then on the path to who the Lions may have to play coming into the Super Bowl, I think this path sets them up for success because they don't really have to play any elite quarterbacks. And if they do, they're at home in Detroit. So, I mean, you think about the top 5 quarterbacks in the NFL, 3 of them are in the AFC right now. Arguably 4 of them are in the AFC. And then Stafford is going to have to go against Detroit if they beat the Vikings, if they even beat the Vikings. And then the Vikings, if they do play the Lions, they got to go back to Ford Field. So it's just like, man, Lions got a great path right now. They advance, they beat the Vikings or the Rams. Then they either got to see Baker Mayfield or the Eagles or Jordan Love. And Jordan Love, he ain't been playing that good either, man. He's been playing sloppy. But a guy who would be a great matchup for the Lions is Jaden Daniels. But even Jaden Daniels, he's inexperienced. He doesn't have a lot of experience as a quarterback. So I think the Lions would go ahead and X him out. And they really don't meet that matchup of elite quarterback play until they get over to the AFC, which is of course in the Super Bowl. So, this is a huge plus for the Lions, man. And I'm glad they secured this #1 seed. I'm glad. I mean, it looks like they deserved it. Watching them play, they deserved it. In this game against the Vikings, the only thing I'll say about this is they dominated the Vikings. Lions absolutely dominated the Vikings. I thought the game was going to be close. I thought it was going to be interesting and fun and a shootout. Complete opposite. It was a shutout, damn near. Vikings got to the red zone 4 times, capitalized 0 times. They went for it on 4th down 3 times, capitalized on it 0 times. Lions' red zone defense was shut down, and their defense all throughout the game was shut down. It's no reason, absolutely no reason the Vikings should have been close to scoring the ball 4 times and came up with nothing but a field goal. They finished the game with 9 points total. That's it, 9. You have 4 chances to score a touchdown, and all you left with was 3 field goals in a game. Crazy. It was a dominant performance from the Lions. If you ask me, they deserved the #1 seed, and they showed exactly why they deserved the #1 seed because nobody else is on their level. And I think the only team right now that's messing with the Lions and that could come close to even probably giving the Lions a run for their money is potentially the Philadelphia Eagles. Other than that, I don't think the Lions have much to worry about. Or Lions fans, I should say. Players, of course, is, you gotta stay locked in. But outside of the Eagles, I don't think the Lions fans have much to worry about in terms of taking this trip to the Super Bowl. But of course, you gotta take it game by game. You just never know.